This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined by hulking heavyweight Daniel Dubois here in Cardiff. Daniel, firstly, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Just had some bright lights come on behind you, which started blinding me. It's okay, Daniel, you're fine. Before we come on to yourself, let's start with the reason we're here in Cardiff. Your sister makes a highly anticipated pro debut. How excited are you to follow her journey now in the pro ranks, given her achievements as an amateur?
I'm really excited, it's another chapter, isn't it? And now we're back up and down the motorway. Of course, it's never stopped, does it? It's going to keep it coming. We'll be one out after the other, I think. So we'll look forward to a few busy years ahead of us.
There's a lot of excitement with regards to your sister and what she's expected to achieve in the pro ranks. For those who may not be familiar with her, what should everybody expect to see from her come Saturday night?
Plenty of boxing skills and plenty of, world-class pedigree. She's got the Olympics behind her, all the world championships, all the titles. So, we're just going to see her grow, and I think there's amazing, good fights out there for her.
You mentioned the Olympic pedigree, the amateur pedigree she possesses, and again what she's achieved there. Heading into the pro ranks, what type of route do you expect her to take? Do you expect her to be fast-tracked because of her experience, or because she's so young and the program is different, take her time?
I think she'll want to move fast, as you do, when you're young. And I think she can. She's got, as long as she improves and all of that stuff, I think she can move fairly quickly. Moving up the weights even, picking up titles. And, in women's boxing it's a bit different,
What's the training dynamic like between the pair of you? Obviously, you're both training with Shane McGuigan as well. So what's it like seeing each other every day in the gym?
Bloody hard, but yeah, we get, it's good, one after the other. We're both learning in there. We've got good company in the gym as well. Lawrence O'Colly and, Fowler. Everyone in there has got good pedigree. So it's a joy to train in there.
Moving on to yourself more so now, Daniel, obviously we've seen the WBA have said that negotiations should begin between your team and Trevor Bryan. Just for your thoughts first, are you confident that fight will take place?
Yeah, I'm confident. I hope it does. I hope it happens. I want to fight for the world title in my next fight, so I hope it happens.
What do you make of Trevor as a fighter?
What do I make of him? He's definitely a dangerous challenger. He's got, he's no mug. He's a world title champion for a reason, so I'm going to, not underestimating no one.
I know you don't want to underestimate him, and I've asked you this before, and despite the work you're doing with Shane, it's always a matter of when you step into the ring, people expect to see knockouts and expect to see explosiveness. A potential bout with yourself and Trevor, is that what the fans should expect, even though you're going to be stepping up in level?
They should expect a win from me, win by any means necessary, and that's a attitude I'll have, and I'll be taken into that fight.
It's interesting you say that, Daniel, because I remember when we first started doing interviews, you mentioned your desire to win by knockouts in every fight. Is that something which maybe Shane's helped you to realise a bit more, to take your time, and the knockout isn't necessarily crucial to being successful?
Well, I've got, wise ears around me, my dad, Shane, and all the team around us. And, sometimes I have to be told what's what and how to approach it properly as a fighter. You're looking at it from one point of view. You need to look at it from all the other angles. So, yeah, winning by any means necessary. Don't knockout happens. It happens. Don't go looking for it. So, yeah.
Daniel, this fight with Trevor, provided it does take place, do you have a timeline as to when you'd like to step into the ring with him?
A timeline? Hopefully next, as soon as possible.
As in like a certain month or what have you this year?
I think springtime and around then, give us enough time to prepare for it, we'll be ready.
Moving away from that, just get your thoughts on a couple of the topics in the heavyweight division. Your promoter, Frank Warren, has said he'd like to make a bout between Joe Joyce and Joyce-Parker. Just get your thoughts if that one was to happen.
Yeah, that's a good fight. I think, they're both around the same level, I think. I think it'd be a good fight, a good heavyweight matchup. I don't know really about who would come out on top, but it'll be a good fight.
Who would you edge towards if I was to push you, if you was to get off the fence?
You're not going to make me, man. It's a good fight. Joe, Joyce, Parker, both good fighters. They're good level heavyweights, so it'll be an interesting matchup.
I know you've said before about your desires to rematch Joe at some point in your career, Daniel. Do you have any kind of, again, timeline as to when you'd like that to happen?
No, but that will always be in my mind. I want to rematch him. I want to wipe, clear the slate, wipe the slate clean and, do it over again. Really, I mean, I've improved and I need to show it and, get that, right the wrongs I've done and all of those little things. So hopefully it happens.
Daniel, final topic to touch on. Obviously, the last couple of weeks at the top of the heavyweight division, it's been a little unclear, shall we say. People were expecting to see Anthony Joshua step aside for a Fury-Usyk undisputed bout, which also would have meant Dillian-Whyte would have done so as well. But then on Friday, we saw the purse bids, biggest purse bids in boxing history, won by your promoter Frank and top-ranked Bob Arum in a code deal. Just get your thoughts firstly when you saw that purse bids being won and for that $41 million.
It's a big payday, isn't it? I mean, what you can't ask for more. It's fight. I think the fight's going to happen next, so everyone's going to look forward to it now. It's a massive, it's a big number, big figures. So that's what heavyweight boxing's about.
What are your thoughts on Fury-Whyte?
Who's the winner?
Yeah.
I haven't really got, I've edged towards Fury, but it's Dylan's big chance, so you can expect a great fight. It'll be intriguing.
Also wanted to get your thoughts on the Anthony Joshua situation. Again, your promoter Frank said that a £15 million offer was on the table, and then I don't know if it was last minute or what have you, but AJ asked for a little bit more, and that's why the fight he never stepped aside. Would you have stepped aside?
Supposed over for 50 million?
15, yeah.
Cool.
To be guaranteed the winner?
Yeah, why not? I don't know, man. Let's see when we get there, we'll think about it.
Well, hopefully it's not as messy as what this situation was,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Of course. All right.
Just leaving on one final one. I don't think I am leaving on one final one. That's it. I thought you were rushing off, but Daniel, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice one. Good stuff.